Welcome back, everybody. Today is May 14th, 2021. It's been a long time since I made a video. And that's because I've been very busy, personally and professionally. But one of the last videos I made on the KLX300, I forget what it was about, but I had also just put on, whatever I had done, I had also just put on new tires and the tubeless system. And the tubeless system was making this bike vibrate really super wicked bad. And I think I might have touched on it in that video. Maybe I didn't. Somebody noticed, somebody commented, asked me why it was vibrating. I told them about the tubeless system, yada, yada, yada. But it made the bike really unbearable. I didn't like riding it. That's all you need to know. I did not like riding this bike with those tubeless tubes, ironically enough, with the tubeless tubes inside of the tires. So I've swapped it. It's out. Regular tubes are in, and rim locks. So part of the reason I'm making this video today is because anything over 50, 60 miles an hour on the tubeless system made the front vibrate so bad that, you know, it would just start doing one of these numbers. That's what the front was doing when you were trying to ride. But I balanced it myself, and now there is no vibration up front, smooth as glass, but it really put a spotlight on how bad the rear tire is. The rear wheel and tire, it's out of balance. I'm still getting the sound. I'm not feeling it through the handlebars. I'm feeling it through my butt though. So I'll be taking the rear wheel off and I'll be balancing that. But I wanted to come up here and just run this through some dirt trails. First, I want to make sure that the weights stay on. If you've never used wheel spoke weights, they come in different various shapes and sizes and weights. But the ones I got specifically were brass. They're made out of brass. I didn't buy the really expensive ones that you can find. I think my set was like 30 bucks, 35 bucks maybe. I want to say that it came with 14 of them. Oh, let's see. Now the only drawback with rim locks versus that tubeless system is you can't air down quite as much with rim locks. Tubeless, you could run virtually zero air pressure and you were not going to have a problem. It might wear your tire out, but the tire wasn't going to slip. It wasn't going to come off the rim. You were not going to have those kind of issues. There was a car up here before. It's now gone. Looks like somebody's come and finally drug it out of here. But the rim locks, you can't go quite as low. I don't think I would really. I'm sure somebody's going to argue with me in the, well, they're going to post an opposing opinion, I should say, in the comments section. But I don't think that I would go much below 15 PSI on rim locks. So let me just give you a view of what these things look like. It took 4 of them. These are the largest ones. And this is one of the second or third smallest one. So what they do is they got a groove in them. You probably can't see it here. It's got a groove down one side. You slip it on top of the spoke. You slide it up as far as it'll go. And then there's a little set screw right here. You turn the screw down. And you know, you do this on a static balancer. I got one of those $50 jobbies off Amazon. So I took the front wheel off, I mounted on the balancer. I stick a weight on there and I see, okay, it's still really heavy. So I continue to add weights. Now, when I got to 3, I could have stopped. I really could have stopped. 3 weights got this almost perfect. The wheel was slightly starting to go back down to the rim lock. At the bottom, you know how a balancer works. So it was starting to slightly go back down. So what I did was I took this weight and I had it either on this spoke or this spoke. I can't remember. It was on just the outside of these three. And that actually had a detrimental outcome to what I was trying to do. I don't know why. I made it too heavy. So I put that on and the wheel started to go down. But I knew without it, it wasn't enough. So I just experimented and I jumped over 3 spokes and I stuck that weight right there. And that is perfect. You put the tire on the balancer, you put it to any point you want, you hold it for a second until, you know, all the motion's out of it. You let go, stays perfectly still. It doesn't go down at all. Now I'm betting if I move this a little bit, then I'd probably shift the balance of weight, the balance, and it would again be heavier here, but this really made that stay put. Now I don't know, that might not be a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't skip these weights, but that's what I did. So it worked. I've got nothing, actually that's not true. I've got some stick-on weights on the back that are still there, I think, from when I put, yeah, I got a couple of them here. I just threw them on there willy-nilly. I didn't balance a thing. I had the tubeless system in here, and it was so far out of whack that I just threw these on here to see if it would make any difference at all, and it didn't. So knowing that those work, there's enough room on the lip here for stick-on weights, I'm probably going to do that instead of going with more of those. I've got more of them, but I'd rather not have those on there because I feel like at some point these are going to come off. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're not gonna, but that's what I did. So that's it. The wheels are balanced. Well, this wheel's balanced. This wheel's going to be balanced tonight. I've not really done much of anything else to the bike. I don't guess. I've not really ridden it a whole lot. I got my radiator guards in. So these plastic ones are coming off probably tomorrow. I'm gonna make a video of my wife and I putting them on there. So those are coming off, zippity-doo-dah-day. And then what else? Oh, I'm gonna go back and adjust the EJK. You know, as much as that tubeless system sucked for on the street, it really was good for off-street, off-road. It did a really good job. I was pleased with it. You don't notice that the tires are out of balance when you're riding off-road. At least I didn't, because you're not riding that fast. At least I don't. I know there's some jackasses that come into the comments and say I should ride faster and, you know, break my legs or neck or shoulder or collarbone or whatever. But this is plenty fast for me. But you didn't notice any problem at all with the tubeless system. And being able to air it down so low was nice, especially in some of these really sandy areas. So I just got to be a little bit more careful about where I go, because I only air these down. I'm only going to go about 12 to 15 pounds, I guess, because now that I'm thinking about it, when I had the Honda, that also had the rim locks. Actually, it had the same exact tire and wheel setup that's on this bike. Same exact. Same size. I think the wheels are even made by Excel or whoever they're made by. And I had rim weights, the rim locks, and the tires from Motos. The only thing I didn't have, I don't think those tires were balanced at all, which is weird. So we're going to start getting rain down here in Florida soon, and a lot of these trails are going to get washed out. Happens every year. This one that I'm on here, this is more of a main road. It won't be bad. This will probably usually always stay passable, but some of the trails off it, they'll become covered in water. It'll be very hard to get down any of them if you don't want to ride through water that you can't see through, which that's how I am. I don't want to ride through standing large puddles of water that I can't see through. Yeah, but it's really nice out here this time of year. Ooh, this is good. Most of these trails are not tore up, they're not flooded. Kawasaki has been doing great too, the little bit I've gotten to ride it lately. Just gonna adjust this fueling issue, but I'm really happy with the bike now. I got the tires and wheels set up the way I want them. The fueling's on there, the radiator guards are gonna be on there. I got the bash plate on there. Let's see if they're still all there. This bag, I got this bag temporarily put on there because I don't have that little tool kit thing that comes on here is a piece of junk. This started out down here. Let's move this way all the way back up there. I got to figure out a different thing. I gotta get a rack, tie it down. This bag has always been a little bit too big for my Honda or this. I don't really like it for that. I think if there was one about half that size, maybe half that wide, a proper tail tidy bike bag, then I would use something like that. Anyway, the weights. 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. All 4 are still there. Very happy with that. I'm gonna go home tonight, yank that rear wheel off, balance up the rear, and then be done with it. I'm just going to use the stick-on weights. I'm pretty sure I can get it done with that and save myself the brass weights. So that's it, everybody. Thanks for coming along with me today. I'll edit this video down maybe tonight, get it up there tonight for tomorrow. And I'm going to get back into making some more videos. I got the radiator guards coming soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this. You've been great. Everybody that's been in the comments has been great. I've appreciated it. I've had a lot of fun with the KLX. Take care, be safe, be well, ride often, ride safe. Peace out.